Hey, this is Unique and Sneak. Welcome to my channel. And I'm doing a review on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 3, Episode 2, Searching for Serenitea. Um, so real briefly, it started off with Meredith and Seth. They playing tennis, and Meredith said if she win, um, Seth had to give her a 3 hour massage. She like, absolutely not. Okay, then it goes on to Heather talking to her daughter Ashley, which is in college somewhere across the country. I forget where, but and she was supposed to have some sort of meeting, I guess fraternity sorority meeting. And she was surprised that she answered so early. But why me? That's your child. I mean, if I my daughter not in college yet. Next year. But if I call her 4 o'clock, she better answer that. She better answer. She better answer. Then it goes on to Lisa and her husband and her children. And her husband asking, I think one of their sons about a college application. I think so. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. It went and then it left. And then it goes on to Jen in her new home, and her mom comes. Okay, so they show Jen's home, her new home, which looks like it's not extravagant. It's not what she had before, a mansion. It looks like a nice, ordinary, everyday home. And it looks older than what it is from the inside. So the inside must have been refurbished, redone, because the insides look new compared to the outside. The outside looks like Brady Bunch. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. Jen, I think right now you are where you are supposed to be. And the home is beautiful. You can do whatever it is that you need to upgrade the outside for now so you could be comfortable. But the inside, girl, the inside is nice. Your kitchen is nice. It's nice. It's in what's in today. I guess they redid all the inside, but I mean, you're good. You good. Just save your money, save your coins. And she goes on to talk to her mom about everything that's going on. And I get what Jen's saying. And I honestly don't believe this woman is just saying this for the camera. I do believe that deep within her heart and soul, she honestly feel this way. She feel this way. Even if she putting it on camera, because I feel like if she putting it on camera saying this, she gonna make people think something is wrong with her. Nothing is wrong with her. I just think that I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know the in-depth or what's going on with the case, or what Jen is being charged for, or what the other people pleaded to. I don't know. But I haven't heard anything about her going to jail. And so, I mean, all I can say is right now she's being honest. And whatever was going on, she didn't honestly know. Because I don't think this woman would put herself in jeopardy, stealing and lying to elderly people. You know why? Because she wasn't the one that was on the phone taking the calls. So if anything, it was other people doing it. Maybe they got some sort of commission off of it, or somehow they benefited from it, and they were slamming these people, and Jen didn't know. That's I'm gonna say that, and Jen didn't know because she didn't. She seemed like she don't know anything about the telemarketing businesses, and I don't think that. I think she thought the operation was going as truthfully and smoothly as it could. And I do think that, because I know she didn't tell these people, oh, if you know, I don't think so. I honestly don't believe that. I just think she didn't know. And maybe she should have found out what could have been spoken to these people out of the representative words, what was legal and what was not legal when you have a certain business like that. As every company that have a telemarketing, they got to protect themselves. Telemarketing, I would say that our cell phone companies are telemarketing. They have to say certain, they have to protect themselves, and you have to say certain things. And I think she just didn't know the guidelines, or just didn't know. So I don't believe that she's guilty. I don't. And with her son, her telling her mom that her husband walked in, and her son Omar crying, saying he don't want to be without his mom. That is so heartfelt. And I'm not saying all this because I'm taking Jen, because if Jen told these people to scam these people, that's something different. But nobody ever said that Jim said to scam these people. I don't even think she knew. I think she was blindsided and just didn't know what was really going on and what the other people were saying. That's what I honestly, truly believe. I don't believe that she honestly knew what was going on. All she seen was the numbers coming in. That's what I honestly, truly believe. The numbers coming in, that's all that mattered to her. And again, it was so heartfelt with her son crying, saying he didn't want to be without his mom. I don't want him to be without his mom, and I know Jen don't want to be without her family, especially her children, with all of this. And when she was telling her mom that she didn't want to be here on this earth, I don't believe she was saying that for the cameras. I honestly believe she was truly speaking out what she felt in her heart, that went to her brain and went through and spoke it out. I honestly believe she's very truthful when she's saying this. I don't want to spend too much time on it because, like I said, I don't know what went on. Hopefully, maybe she just have to pay some fine or whatever and not spend no jail time. And the home that you in is good. If you have to stay there a while, it's nice. I mean, freedom is everything. That's all that matters. So then it goes on to Meredith going to Whitney's house, and Whitney was surprised. I'm surprised, because Meredith don't normally go by Whitney. But then she goes on to talk about the rumors that, and then she gonna say Jen. I could have sworn on the other episode, Meredith brought up to Jen what she heard, but then she gonna put it on Jen, talking about Jen. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. I don't know. I might. What? Why do these women lie so goddamn much? I'm not understanding. Hold on. What? I don't know. They make it seem like the viewers are crazy, because I know I heard her telling Jen about what she heard. Then she go to Whitney and say, talking about Jen said. What? That would make me just not believe anything y'all gotta say and just cut the show off and start watching it. I'm gonna watch a little bit more. I might even go back and look at the episode, or I did a review on season what is 3, episode 1, season 3, I think, or 2, episode 1. I might go back and I don't know, but I need to find out if, because you ain't gonna have me thinking something wrong with me unless they took something out that I didn't see. I don't know. But anyway, Whitney, well, anyway, so Meredith goes on to say, you know, the things she's heard about Lisa. How Lisa was selling, you know, PUS or body, or, you know, certain parts of her body, or something like that, to get a place so where she can put her alcohol. And if she was on, her husband didn't hear about that, or her husband ain't know about that, y'all the only ones that know and heard. That's so confusing. I don't get it. I don't understand that. I don't know about that. I don't know. But I'm going to continue to watch to see what this leads to. But let me go back to Meredith. Let me say, your Rocky, your dog Rocky, is gorgeous. I love pretty color, pretty dog. But anyway, back to Whitney and Meredith. I don't know. And then Whitney go say she heard the same thing. Did you? Did you? Or this for show? I don't know. I just can't believe. I might have to continue to watch, because right now I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm gonna continue to watch a few episodes, and I'll see if I continue to the end, if I think this all BS or not. But we'll see. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna continue to watch, because I don't like my time being wasted on some BS. And if I find any BS in between, or beneath, or any type of discrepancy, I'm not going to continue, because I'm not going to trust y'all. So for right now, I'm going to continue to watch the show. I started this review 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago, and I didn't get to finish it. And I think I left off with Meredith and Whitney talking outside. And I get what they're saying about Lisa bad-mouthing everyone and being hypocritical and speaking negative about everyone. What she did, she spoke about she was afraid of getting her liquor license revoked or taken because Whitney had a stripper pole in her basement during a wedding, or her wedding, or something like that. What the hell does that have to do with her business? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why would she say that? She talked about Jen. She heard that Jen was with someone else or other people, or basically saying that she possibly could be in an extramarital affair or cheating on her husband. She referenced to. She said that was in the first season. She talked about Heather, saying that she heard that she was the good time girl. The honor code, what? That probably was Lisa. I could see her doing that. But I can't see Heather doing anything like that. I don't think that's in Heather's character to do anything like that. So I don't believe that. She talked about Meredith, her best friend, like sisters supposed to have been, and thought she took her mic off and was calling her all kind of whores and talking about her family, her stupid family, and I don't even see how she can ever mean anything with Meredith or come back from that. But Whitney went on to tell Meredith she spoke with some sort of healer, and she visualized and seen Lisa, and how, even though Lisa has done and said all these mean, hypocritical things, she still sees her as a scared little girl. I think someone has like a scared little girl, little boy feeling inside of them, but that doesn't mean that you should give her a pass. That's her problem. If she has that, that's something she needs to work on. That don't mean that everybody has to give her a pass. Well, we don't know that. We didn't just say that's what she feel. That's just how she feel. Maybe so, but Lisa ain't say that. It ain't come from her. So right now, that don't even matter. And Meredith have it expression on like, girl, I don't care. I could care less. I give zeros. All right, so again, I'm watching the episode again because I didn't finish watching all of it. The next scene is Lisa playing basketball with, I think it's her elder son. And she was asking him how did he feel about college and his, his SATs. I don't know if he said he has to take it over. I think that's what he said. But she asked him, what is his plan for his future? And he was like, he's all nonchalant about it. He don't know, he's not too concerned about going to college because he has a business already. He is privileged already, in all aspects. And he don't feel as if college is going to benefit him any because he's already privileged. And he can become richer without even going to college because he's already privileged. And that's just how you feel. Must be nice. And Lisa going to say how hard, she had to work, and her husband, and how they had to build their business in order for him to feel the way that and have what he has right now. But again, he's okay. Thank you for the privilege. So let me get off of that. Anyway, I don't know how she gonna sway him or whatever, because in his head he may go to college, just to get a degree, just to have it. I don't know, but he's all right. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be good because he's privileged. Anyway, I think the next scene that comes up is Whitney and her husband. What's his name? Justin, I think. And they're talking about her brother Will I, and getting a coffin or whatnot for him. I think he's passed. And yeah, that's what they're talking about. I can't remember exactly what that scene, but let me watch a little bit of it. Okay, so I finished watching Whitney and Justin's scene. So that was very depressing and sad. Um, Especially her last conversation with her brother Will about him going through, hold on, EDMR, which is some sort of eye-hand coordination sort type of memory therapy. And she was telling him that she was going through therapy. So that must have been like real recent. But anyway, he brought up some things that he remembered that she didn't remember from her childhood being abused, and how when they had their house Sage and Sage healer was walking through the house, every bathroom she went in, she said she felt so many demons in the bathrooms, and Whitney was wondering why she had this thing with bathrooms. But then, her brother will help her remember, and I guess going to the therapy that she went through, she started to remember things. And I don't know, she didn't say what it was that happened, but it doesn't, it's I don't even think I want to know. I don't want to know. I just hope and pray that she get through it, and you cannot stop remembering it. You just have to, she has to pray and get through it. Well, as of right now, I don't know what Whitney faith is or what she believes in, since she's denounced herself and from being a Mormon, which great, good, but I don't know what her faith is or what she believes, or if she believes in anything right now. I don't know. She hasn't said. So next scene is who was it? Heather and her girls joking around and about Heather's lingerie. Then it was Sharif, Coach, and Jen. And she hold up some, I don't know what it was, like some crochet like shorts that I think were holes. It looked like it was crocheted to, but anyway, she said that they're having a well, of course they're going on a trip, and the theme of the trip, I think, is the theme trip is going to have some sort of lingerie party, and the lingerie party theme name is Trashy Garbage Trashy Whore, I think. Trashy Garbage Hoe or Garbage Trash Hoe, something like that. And Coach was like, no. He seemed so disappointed, like, nah, y'all couldn't come up with a different name, a better name. That's just so degrading. I think that's how he was feeling. Anyway, it went on to Whitney and Justin. And Whitney saying, how she think this trip is going to be good for her mental health, in other words. And she's going to see one of her half-brothers and their sister in Arizona. I think they're going to Arizona. Whitney and Meredith, no, not Whitney. No, Whitney and Lisa, they fly together because Whitney felt, it would be best if Lisa was not with all the girls, because she didn't know how that would go, which it was a good idea. Let them fly in first, and then Heather Meredith and Jen are flying in together. And Heather don't seem so excited about it at all. And she just said, what I remember her saying is gonna be a lot of white people, and it's like she tired of seeing the white people. She want to see some black people, I guess, some black men's is her Heather. That's what she interested in. That's what she want to see. I feel you. That's what she interested in. But yeah. So they're flying in, and a little bit after them, and they get to the house. Lisa and Whitney, and Whitney said it feels and it looks like Mary Cosby house. Uh, no, it looks. Lisa says, it's a bit outdated, and it looks like a Barbie dream house, but it's outdated. Um, so I guess, well, yeah, Mary stuff is weird and seem outdated too, and it's her house. I didn't like Mary house was all over the place. It was it it would just look like a museum. It didn't look like it looked like she had a little bit of just some of everything everywhere, all over the place. It just, I don't know. I did not like Mary House at all. The outside looks nice, but I didn't. She had too much of shit, and I didn't like her taste in nothing she had. I didn't like her house at all. I think her house is the only house that I've ever said that I've not ever liked out of all the housewives. Her house was the ugliest. I would never want her house. Okay, so next scene is mainly Meredith. I keep saying Meredith. I keep Lisa. Lisa and Whitney talking, and Whitney, shared to her, she was going through therapy and trying to remember her childhood. She said she blocked out from age 8 to I think like 17, 18 years old, something like that. That's a long time. That's I thought she blocked out like her younger years. But how do you that's not that's young, but that's a lot. What were you going? I don't even think I want to know. But I hope you get, past it, and I think you will. You've suppressed it for this long. I think it's going you're going to work through it, and you're going to therapy, so that will help as well. And then you have your husband that's a supporter and loves you, so you're gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. Um, Lisa went on to speak about her childhood, whereas her parents were children, were raising children, and she was the middle child. I don't know how many kids her parents had, but she was the middle. And she said that she took care of her younger sisters and would get them ready for school. And what the other two were doing, were they grown and out the house? But what they were doing seemed like they should have been taking care of y'all. And she said she felt like she has been an adult all her life. And maybe that's why she is the way she is now. I'm pretty sure. She said when she started college, her father was 39. And she was the middle child. You start college 17, 18. And so through calculation, her father, she didn't say how old her mother was, but her father was like around 20, 21, between 20 and 22, something like that when she was born, probably 21, 20 or 21 when she was born, and she's the middle child. How old are your older sisters? How old were your parents? Were they more? Was this a Mormon thing? See, we don't know anything about Lisa family, and this sound like some Mormon. I can't say right now. I don't know because she never went in depth with it, but yeah, um, her upbringing plays a fact in how she is now, which we don't have too much detail on. So, and I can't elaborate and say anything more because I don't know nothing. And the ladies arrived and they walk outside to the pool, and we'll see what goes on from there. Before I forget, because I wanted to say this earlier, at the beginning of the review, when it was Lisa playing basketball with her son. Did you see what Lisa had on? What type of pants, joggers Lisa had on? She had on Champion. So nothing is wrong with wearing Champion, Toya Bush. Jesus. So the girls take a tour of the house. They start in the kitchen, then they go and look at their bedrooms. And also Whitney told them that she's invited a shaman, something like what they had before, to come in. I don't know what is. Hold on. Is that a psychic or something? Spiritual witch or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that type of person's going to come. And anyway, they're taking a tour, looking at their rooms. They gave Jen the master bedroom, basically because it's her trip, and they're just trying to make her, feel good. And that's good because every season Jen was getting ridiculed. She was portrayed to be bully like, and she just got the bad end of the stick on almost every episode, every season. So I mean, hopefully this is the good season for Jen, because she needs it. She doesn't need any more stress because of what she's going through. I must say that I think this is Lisa's time. And I don't really think nobody cared for Lisa like that. Seem like. And Whitney and Heather are talking about the situation between Meredith and Lisa. And Heather asks Whitney, how is Lisa feeling? Is she scared or, vulnerable? And Whitney's like, no, she's, she don't feel no type of way. And it was like, why the hell not? She should, which I think she should too. But again, I don't think she thinks she did or said anything that bad. I think she feels as if she should just be forgiven. Just forget about it. She was just mad, venting, and it wasn't nothing. That don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You thought what you felt and you said it about that lady and her family in front of millions of people. How's she gonna just get over it? Just because you forgave yourself. You forgave yourself for what? What? Lisa, go sit down. Go lay down. That sounds crazy. You forgave yourself. What? That sounds, oh my God. Oh my goodness. And you being a good friend for over 10 years, you, well, guess what? It came to an end because she seen and heard how you really felt. So it's over with. Forget about it. It's over with. But anyway, while Heather and Whitney was talking, she brought up how Meredith came to her home and was talking about Lisa and saying that some things, some rumors she heard about her having extramarital affairs for her business, for her Vita, I think it's called. She has a tequila liquor business. And Heather just could not contain and hold the laughter in. And I don't blame her, as I would have thought it would have been funny and a kiki too, based on what Lisa has said about her in the past. And then on this episode, she still called her the good time girl. So Heather is in her right to laugh her ass off at what is being rumored to be said, and coming from your best friend that was like your sister, which is she feels is unbelievable because she never thought that Meredith would be saying those things. But we never would have thought Lisa would have said those things about Meredith. So it is what it is. Okay, so everyone shows up outside for the shaman, an energy healer. I guess that's what she is, which it seems like that's what they need, especially Jen. I've never heard of that, but I think I need that too. I think a lot of people do, but everyone shows up on time except Meredith, and I get why she didn't. She still feel anxiety and some, uncomfortable with being around Lisa. And she says she's seen a shaman before, regarding her dad's death, and I think she said her nephew has mental problems, and she called her husband, and he asked her if she seen Lisa, and she said, well, yeah, I'm in the house with everybody, yeah. And he asked her, well, have you found all the exit doors? That was funny. Her husband's funny. He another one that I don't mind seeing on the show because he cracks a lot of jokes. And they're funny. Anyway, so they go on to release or say what it is they want to release and what they want to receive, each one of them. And I think Whitney was abuse and pain, and she accept oneness. Heather, she want to release the shame, I think she calls, to her family or something like that. And she wants understanding and love to come in. Jen, she's releasing her fear of the trial and accepting love with the family who she loves the most. Lisa, she says she's not good at it. I don't think Lisa like saying bad things about herself, but she'll say it about other people. She don't like saying anything bad. She want to make it seem like she's so perfect. Or I never did smoke weed. I never did drugs. I hardly take an Advil. Girl, get out of here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're not perfect, as we could see. So stop playing it. You're just making yourself look bad, and people not like you, and even more. Stop it. Anyway, what did she even release? A band? No. I forgot. I forgot what she said she released. I forgot. And I forgot what she said she wanted to accept. I guess because it didn't, I think she was lying. It didn't mean anything. But we found out what she really released was abandonment. That's what she really released. And then they laid down, well, no, Meredith came out and the shaman asked Meredith if she wanted to release anything. And she said, no, she can't do it right now. Understandable. So they lay down and go through the session of just building up to release everything that they want released. And then they had a big yell, scream to let out that negative energy. It was a good thing until Meredith started to talk and said it just brought her back to a dark place where she was last year around the same time with the same group of people, ridiculing her about after her father's funeral, you know, and how she didn't feel she was in a safe space. And Lisa asked her, well, you used to feel like you had a safe space with me. And she said, Lisa, you are not a safe space. And I know Lisa was about to say, well, that's why I said it used to, but she cut herself off, and she was like, you know what, I'm not gonna say nothing. And she gets up and she walks away. Okay. That lady allowed to feel how she feel, and I don't blame her. Okay, so it comes back on with Meredith saying, you know, she's not gonna lie. She gonna say how she feel. That's what she's supposed to do. She should not hold anything in. She doesn't have to. And for what? To protect someone else's feeling after this woman has said all these bad things about her and her family to, like I said, millions of people? No. She could say what she wants. And don't lie, just ain't nothing wrong with that. But anyway, I thought it was I don't think Heather should have went in and got Lisa. I mean, and then I think when she was getting up, she was laughing at the situation. I mean, why didn't Whitney go and get her? But Lisa thanked Heather for coming in, you know, checking up on her and getting her. I don't think it was genuine, because I don't know how Heather still feels about, you know, you and what you've said about her. But anything anybody say about her, she be laughing her ass off. I know that. They go to dinner, and Meredith asked them, you know, what did they want healing? What did they release the healing on? And, you know, Jen said her trial, and just every day something new is just coming up, and she just hate answering her phone. She hate for her phone to ring. It, you know, it's taking a toll on her. Like 100% of her life is just focused on that, and it's a lot, and I'm sure it is. Then I think it was Lisa asked Whitney what was wrong, because she started crying, and she said, you know, she's been on a healing journey for like almost a year, and she's blocked out now. She says age 9 to 17. She blocked out and suppressed those years because they were so painful and abusive. She was going through abuse. And I think Heather is her cousin. I don't know how, or if it's first, second, third, I don't know. But I think they are related in some type of way. And Heather is her cousin. And she was like, you? Because it's like Heather didn't know. And she's like surprised. So I suppose next episode, that's what they're going to start off talking about. what abuse did Whitney go through, which I'm not too keen. I don't want to hear anything depressing, but I mean, if she have to speak it to release it, then to get past it and move on with her life, I guess so. So we'll see what it is, if she does, on next episode. Also, I forgot to mention earlier when they was drinking that cuckoo. I think that's the name of how you pronounce. I don't know, but Heather looked like that was so disgusting and so gross. All of them looked like they just wanted to throw up every time they made a face, every time they drank it. I noticed, except Lisa. Lisa said, you know, she found it that it tastes good, but did they say it tastes like chocolate or something? Maybe not if they thought it was so gross. I don't know. Cuckoo. I'm gonna have to look that up to see exactly what that is. But it's supposed to do something to help the healing in their body or release maybe some toxins or something like that. I'm not sure what it is. They didn't elaborate and say what it's for. But I don't know. If it's something that's gonna benefit their body, I'm pretty sure it is gross, because I don't know anything that tastes good that's helpful for your body. It's just all nasty. But that was Real Housewives of Salt Lake City review. And I have some other reviews to do. I doubt if it'd be today, because like I said, this one took, oh my god, I started this one last week and just got to it today. So hopefully it uploads, because sometimes it takes a very long time for it to upload. So hopefully it uploads. And I do thank you for watching, and have a good evening.